Ugh. All right. Yeah, when you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. Witness testimony. The best laid traps. That night I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost that last hand just like he was supposed to. And then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good, cheating defendant. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking! Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Well, I don't know, he literally told you that he's been, like, lying to you the whole time. She grabbed her neck, surprised Pikachu face, yeah. Hold it. Yeah. Sorry, if I yell it, I think it's like, it overloads the microphone on this emulator, so it doesn't register, so I have to just be like, hold it. This planted card, which card was it exactly? The trump card, the 5 of hearts. Let me guess, Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into Wright's pocket. When was this? Why, before the match, of course, while he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club, we serve borscht and suckers. Remind me to never go there. Well, you'll go there anyway, because you are a sucker. Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borscht, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken. You're not Russian, but you're making a whole lot of borscht puns. And Wright lost the last hand, yeah, and Smith searched him. Hold it. This is like the half-hearted, hold it. So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. There are worse things to be known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. The planted card was gone, the trap failed. Hold it! Oh, cool. It got it right away. The card disappeared? Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof, Zippo. Yeah, we searched every nook and cranny. Even inside his cute little hat. That's weird. I hate the way that she said that. But the card was nowhere to be found, is that correct? Never in my long, storied career, never has Quick Fingers Orley been so readily duped. Yeah, he did have a weaker full house, exactly. But it's still weird, you know, that, I don't know, when he was, well, I guess if he lost. Because they're like, that's the motive, is he lost? Well, I don't know. Oh, really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts? I swear, Judge, if you say, oh, really, one more time, I am literally going to kill you. Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. There we go. Sometimes it takes a bit to figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, leave it. Oh, isn't that a bit odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing? which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... Oh, power! She's doing the thing with her hand. What was that just now? I sensed something. Is this puberty? Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. I didn't just get a boner by looking at this cute lady. That would be weird. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? Oh, that sounds terrible after what I just said. I'm sorry. Press harder. Press harder. Do it. Miss Orley, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick fingers Orley, hide something. Now I'm pressing so hard that both of them are sweating. Even Pain feels it. The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. Oh, God. He never told anybody this, but he really likes it when people lie. Please lie some more, lady. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? I don't know. That witness, for instance, Miss Orley, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Maybe. First trial. Is this game only like a couple hours long because Apollo just dies with his magnum tongue? I need a condom for my massive dog. Does anybody have? It's just anyway. Touching her neck, was it? Oh, neck touch is so good. Oh, God. Zoom in. What's happening? What is happening? Ah! Whoa, what's going on? This is weird. I don't like this at all. This sensation. It's coming into focus. Oh, God. What is happening? There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Perceive. Gotcha! Gotcha! What? So poker? This has turned into a poker game? Oh, what is this sensation? What is this feeling I get when I look at this woman? This is Apollo's Magaton. Oh, except it's automatic. And very awkward in public. Miss Orley, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. How? It's so obvious. She's literally just... Shut up, Kristoff. You're probably lying. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. Oh, God. Oh, this is the only time it's automatic? Okay. Oh, no. I'm waiting for, like, perceived to be, like, on the left side now. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? You also have to find, jeez. Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left the inerasable expression on your neck is this. It's the victim's hand. No, it's the autopsy report. No, it's the fucking bottle. Take that! Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle? The murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. Oh no, is it your magnum dong? See, it's divided into 3. Oh, geez. That's a... Well, I guess with the Magatama, things got like kind of split up, but there were locks, and you also need a lot of evidence. I don't know. Exactly. If you were only witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? I am so confused and scared by his giant dong. It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you. This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. Oh, we've just decided that his perception is just him getting like a huge boner every time she touches her neck. Because it was like, it does like the heartbeat noise and he's like, what's this feeling? Oh yeah, it's not only his voice, not only his steel cords of steel voice stuff. The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. Oh no! No! That's a terrible choice of words. Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Yet, I am knowing nothing. Where did you just like pull that all off the ground? We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please. Now, take off your clothes again. Thanks. Bah, fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Hold it. Wait. Hold it. There we go. I think I have to wait for the music to stop. Yeah. You seem uneasy. Is it all of this? You try sitting up there. No! Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I've ruined this game for you by inserting things. Her eyes are darting all over the place. I must be getting warm. Jesus Christ. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? It's making it worse, I know. Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came. Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness. So what do you think about her testimony? I'll tell you what I think. I think her testimony is... flawed. Is basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence. What's that? Yeah, even the cops, you know, chatty. Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. The fact that his hat is missing. Take that. This, Your Honor, is the evidence that contradicts her testimony. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, it's the phone. Shit. Ah! No, my health. I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, I do have her where I want her. Sorry. Rip perfect run? Not like I was ever gonna get a perfect run. Oh, she's talking about right. I'm sorry, everybody. I was thinking about the other guy, and I was like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Okay. Present. Yeah, the cell phone. Objection! Objection. There we go. Miss Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. Wait, no. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. Knack! So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. There's a lobster! Is there a lobster in Borscht? Or is there whole ass lobsters in Borscht? The man who picked up that bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, there was a lobster in the background. Oh, hey, we're doing this again with the loud. Yeah. So you can probably hear that echoing on my microphone. It's gone, the card's gone. You lose. Ah! Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me. What? You, some master of cheating you turned out to be. Oh no! Eek! When I came to, the victim was already dead. The victim was already dead, is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness, this is madness. I'm dreaming. It must have been me who was hit with a bottle, and I'm imagining all of this. Oh, you wish, Payne. It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Payne needs to go home. Mr. Gavin, sir? I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big fat liar, as we like to say in the biz. What? 3 were in the room that night of the murder. The defendant, the victim, and her. And she has a motive. Yeah, Payne can't take it anymore. Bottle of grape. Yeah, it is grape juice. Come on, why would they drink not grape juice at a bar? Hi, Ellie. Ellie. What's going on? It's late. No, oh, rude. No, I'm not gonna say go to bed. I just know that it's late for you. Hopefully you're hanging in there. A motive? Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith, and the denouement of that argument was murder. What? I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. Are they? I don't know. You look like someone who'd kill someone. Oh, no. Phoenix, did you really do it? What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. Wow, didn't know you were a poet. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Yeah, it's always Olga. Mr. Wright! Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. There were like 10 people in that room. That's how it works. Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess, a single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person. Nah, this theory again. Your 4th person doesn't exist. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. It's Payne! He was trying to get back at Phoenix for ruining his career and making him tear out his hair. You took your meds. Okay. Yeah. I mean, not that I don't enjoy, like, you being here, but, you know, I also want you to sleep well. I hope so. Then we can get a judge that's competent. And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. What? Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Sorry? Remember what I said. Remember who you are. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there was one person here, in our court, who thought those cards were blue. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? You're too lazy to pull this out. Aww. I'm sorry, RC. Yeah. Let me try something. Hey, Google, turn off Xbox. Oh, it does do that. Okay, because I think I accidentally turned it on before, and I saw the light was on, turning that off. Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was? It's not me, I swear! I wish it was you. Who was the 4th person? Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Because you're the one who's defending. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? It's pretty obvious. Take that! Take that. There we go. Why? Oh, did it talk to yours? Did you guys have your Xbox on? Did I accidentally turn it off? I'm sorry. Gosh. Well, I don't know. Sometimes she listens to me and sometimes she doesn't. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, that would be bad. I was right? Christoph Gavin, you were the 4th person that night. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, which one's on the floor, on the table. But look! You can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. And they poke with the victim, yet it was only that, a game in the pure sense. A competition, Your Honor. Competition? Yeah, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flames near the final outcome. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, Christoph? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me. It was just so, sudden. Right. You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. Oh, okay. This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you, I'm quite sane. But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met. Well, what if they have? Huh? There's a possibility after all. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin? Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before the game of poker be related? That sounds suspicious. Not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley... Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Oh, Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Looks like somebody fucked up. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony? Yeah, we need to hear it. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. Et tu, Justice? You would betray me, your teacher? Sorry, Mr. Gavin, this isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Yeah. Very well, the defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. Appetite before murder. That's interesting. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to a defense attorney, Gavin. Ooh. No, Ellie, this is you missed it. There was a lot of talk earlier of things, but yeah, it's highly exaggerated. Courtroom proceedings are actually pretty boring. I've been to a couple to take care of things. It's a lot of waiting in line until your turn. You go up to the guy and you're like, hey, this is wrong. And they're like, okay, sign here, go away. Bam. There's not a lot going on. Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borscht Bowl Club the night of the murder? Exclamation mark, question mark. I dine with him rather frequently. And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder? Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. All right, RC. American Japanese legal system with added drama. Yeah, because apparently the Japanese legal system is really harsh. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's basically if you get accused of something, that's basically it. As I did back then, and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Donk. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice? Sir! He's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ow, ow. I just smacked my finger on my microphone stand. Ouchie. I gotta drink some water. Okay. That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Hold it! You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes, he dines with me at the Borscht Bowl quite frequently. We were enjoying a usual dinner at usual spot. As usual. Usual? I always eat at the table closest to the piano. I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner? Indeed, the remnants of my meal with Christoph. We dined for 2 hours, then Christoph left. After that, that's a long time. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. Hold it! Yeah. 5 minutes? No. So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time. That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Christoph Gavin and Shady Smith may have met. I believe I did say that. Here I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear they just passed in the hall. That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. Oh, it would be, if that was all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time? Hold it! Hold it. Thank you. About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Ms. Olga Orley mentioned? Yeah, the plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. So plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call them out and search Wright, and then we'd pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. You swapped the cards, you jerk! Anyway, I remember that from 5 minutes ago. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Okay, cool, yeah. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and I found a card. The card she had planted! Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card. Before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. An empty bottle of grape juice? The murder weapon? Oh, what? It's in there! I think. I thought I saw it. Maybe that's just a shine. Maybe, is this one empty? No, it's got a cap on it. I thought I saw something in there. Maybe I'm just crazy. The bottle is completely empty. Yeah, it's completely empty now. Yeah, it's called Deadly Bottle because it was the murder weapon. God, this is really awkward to do, examine. Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently, it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with borscht. Yeah, it's just gonna say it's completely empty. Okay. Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. A battle of wits between deceiver and would-be deceived. Well, what, the picture with the bottle in it? I don't think it would show up in there either. Yeah, you can't see it. I think it's because this is like one of those really dark green glasses, so you probably can't see inside of it. Yeah, there's no real way to tell. Well, that sounds like terrific drama. A card inside the murder weapon, that's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. I did take a look. Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3 approves of this battle of wits. Yeah, it's open on the table and closed in evidence, exactly. Please revise your testimony with this new information. Should I present the bottle? The bottle Russian. Oh, wait, let me. It's hard to. Actually, that might be. Does that mean? That means star? Huh. I didn't know they used actual Russian on the bottle. I figured it would just be nonsense. Huh, interesting. Yeah. That's actually a really cool detail, I gotta say. Granted, it's very pixely, but the fact that you picked that out is pretty awesome. Should I present the bottle? Because I don't think I can take the top off. I feel like I should present the bottle. But I don't know if that's gonna, like, here, let me press him again first. Hold it! Hold it. Hold it. Got it! Why in the bottle? I perceived my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew that was coming. Oh, so you struck first. I like that. Wow. This judge is bloodthirsty. I know every trick in the book. They don't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. Girl was knocked out cold. Kind of want to present the bottle. Objection! Objection. Objection! I feel like this is... Mr. Wright, if I may? Yeah. Yes? I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No? What? Mr. Wright, surely isn't all you have to say for yourself. I can't say I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however. Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped. Christoph, shut up. Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing. So what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? Or maybe Christoph has the card. In any case, please continue the cross-examination. Sassy, it's very good. Afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh, push him harder, Justice. Break him! Whoa, Christoph! It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. Ugh, why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore? Yeah. Okay, photograph. Hold it! Got it. You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at that time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night, after all. So there in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. Hold it! And when you returned, the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit I was a little startled when I walked in. Well, do you understand how many dead bodies this man has seen, Judge? He was bleeding from his forehead, after all. I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that. Yeah, and the bottle was unbroken, exactly. But there's no glass either, so. That's when I made another phone call to defense. Okay. Hold it! This is also true. Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Kristoff's law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved, after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. Okay. Expose him now. Yes, sir. I have to think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with his testimony? The truth has to be in there somewhere. Okay. Time to expose Mr. Wright, yeah. So, well... Hat removed during investigation. Well, I mean, he does have his head back pretty far, so maybe when he got bashed and he went back, the blood was just like oozing upwards. But there's no blood on the bottle either, so... Yeah, you can break skin with it, but... Oh gosh, this is... Intended to, yeah. Yeah, well... And intended, yeah, but gosh. I know, just a second, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, yeah. Do I need to present Gavin? Ah, God, that's the end of it. Gravity doesn't exist. This is true. Sorry, I keep like doing the same thing. Age, we don't know. Male. Between 145 and 215. Cerebral hemorrhaging resulting from blunt trauma to the forehead. Okay, yeah. Oh. Thank you for the water, Dinka. Maybe? I don't know if it like had records of things or not. I don't know. Objection! Let's see. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? Oh no, this is gonna hurt me. I can already tell. I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly contradicts the... Nope, I fucked up. Oops. Objection overruled. Okay, never mind. That's a bad idea. Yeah, I didn't win any points with the judge. Yeah, that's why I'm like, man, this is... hell? What? I made another phone call. Trying to figure out if there's anything like weird. Also, he's wearing. Oh! Hello, Rachel. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? I'm very confused right now, and I'm playing Phoenix Wright. Hi. I am. That's a photo. But welcome on in, everyone. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully it was also a good stream. Yes. It's good to meet you guys. I am Chaos Hand, and I'm usually not inside a DS screen, but I'm emulating Phoenix Wright Apollo Justice, and I was like, let's make it thematic. But yeah. Oh, I just noticed he's standing where I'm standing. We're in the same place. It's like I'm Phoenix Wright right now, except he's all gruffy and his hair isn't pokey anymore, and it makes me sad. But yeah, I'm currently being confused by a lot of things that are happening right now. Yeah, the hat was on. Okay, wait, so do I need to... So it needs to be the hat. You finished Tomb Raider? Awesome! How was that? I bought like all of the Tomb Raider games when Square Enix had a sale, so I need to go through them again. I remember playing like the first through the third one years ago, but I don't remember a lot other than the pointy boobs. Also, welcome, Fryserburn and Nairobi. Confused and Ace Attorney. Yeah, that's me like 90% of the time I play this game. In the game's defense, it's not very... Yeah, well, come on, but sometimes... Where's that? Oh, okay, with the bleeding head. Okay, so. Back. Okay, yeah, because his hat was off. Okay, let's do that. Achieve your childhood dream and finish it? Awesome. Yeah, I will. I will eventually play it. Because I remember having a lot of fun with it, even if the graphics of the PS1 were not quite enough to actually encapsulate all of Lara Croft's amazingness. It's 2 a.m. Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, no, thank you so much for the raid. You get some rest. 2 a.m. is, gosh, I keep forgetting that a lot of people live in the future. Yeah, the pointy boobs. Wait, what are you saying? Wait. Okay. Why are we waiting? What's happening? Well, keeping the combos from Rachel's chat there. Well, it's okay. I made like a very long joke that was bad about the main character getting a boner, and then the dialogue was not helping. A lot of the dialogue is very questionable in Phoenix Wright to begin with, but if you add a little bit of your own magic to it, it makes it a million times worse. Okay, so the one without that, or with the hat. Because that was the one. Yeah. Okay, that's the big one. No. Well, you're fine. I mean, I don't mind if you guys, because sometimes I just don't know the answer, so I don't mind like inferences and stuff like that. Objection. Mr. Wright, if I may. Okay, this is good. I no longer look like I'm about to get like bitch slapped by the judge. So Phoenix wouldn't be able to see the cut. Yeah, this is also true. Yeah, because he's... Okay, you guys got me there. I don't think like that, I guess. Yes, the future. Yeah, I'm not. I've already taken 2 hits because I suck. As long as you're not... Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not coming in like, hey, did you know you do this and this and this and this is the answer? If you're just making like me where I'm like, I don't know, maybe this, then that's fine. Yes? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, good point. Justice! Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little bit more oomph into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court? Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. What? Eh? You put the hat on the dead man's head? Yeah. Wild speculation at its best, exactly. Oh, I thought you knew about this, Arcee. I thought you were excited because you were like, man, it's really good. Or I guess you were excited because you just hadn't gone through it yet. He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view, shining bright, just like in this photograph. And I picked his head up off the floor and put it on his head. Why'd you do a thing like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So, Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's, his head. I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Wait for you to play for me and Zunder play it on the 3DS. Oh, I gotcha. Well, you guys should have told me that, and then I would have played it a lot sooner, but I was also trying to figure stuff out, and I forgot this is a regular DS game and not a 3DS game, so it's much easier to emulate. Yeah, lots of head. Too much head. Gavin, calm down. Yeah, he's just like, whatever. Mr. Gavin, this witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Ow! Oh! Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. Terry, evidence on the list as a lawyer, you thought he'd know. Well, true. You're not really supposed to mess with a crime scene. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Wow, can you guys stop, like, comparing dick sizes and just get along? Stop! Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. Well, tell me the reason. Reason? That reason is right here. Your cell phone? Yeah. That night, recall that I spoke with the defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for court. What? Kristoff, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china what? It wasn't you, was it? Me, please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china plate? Oh, it was supposed to say plate, but they messed it up, I think. Again. A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate. Oh, okay, he did say, yeah, as in skull, but he says, why does he gotta say, just say his head. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The court appreciates the defense's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Wow. Wait a second, something's not right about that phone call. How would he know that that guy was bald? If they never met. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club. Most certainly. And then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate? Pate. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I feel really dumb. Or that is where he was hit. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene, and when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Oh, so he put the hat on to see if he would notice that he was bald or died or something. I don't know. Whatever, I'm making conjecture at this point. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it? Phoenix Wright. Yeah, okay. Well, is it just Pate? Or Pat? Well, you put it together, and it makes a word. Or a patty. Delicious hamburger patty. That reminds me that I have meatloaf. I'm gonna eat more of that after stream. Order! I will have order! Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony? Also, Castor19, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Well, as the prosecutor, Very well, we'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well, this will be the final recess for the day. Oh boy. This is like the longest first case ever, or maybe I don't remember. I remember the very first case was like half an hour tops, because it was like, here's the basics, do this. Wow, you already know who the killer is, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, can we play basketball? I like tetherball. Where is that located? Mr. Gavin is hogging the slide again. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. Who'd have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Hello! It's the child! What? Yeah, tetherball is so... I remember really loving that game and being like, man, we really tore up our hands hitting that ball. Hello, sir. Please pick a card. It looks like maybe. What's all this about? Is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it. A trump card? The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all. Okay, well, goodbye. It's the ace of spades with a blood drop on it. Where do I remember this card from? I don't know, maybe from that? And Nairobi, thank you so much for the follow. Don't think you ever saw tetherball here in Sweden? Yeah, it's probably because it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little dangerous. I mean, it's literally just a pole with a ball with string on it, like holding it on there. So I guess the only real danger is getting hit in the face with it or somehow getting wrapped up in the tether. But I don't know, we just had a lot of fun just hitting a ball around a pole. And making it, I remember there being rules. I don't know why, you're just hitting a ball around a pole. Why did she? Because magic. Yeah, the aces. And then it's true, you've seen it, the fifth ace. There was cheating. The fifth ace. The missing fifth ace. Wait, this blotch of red, is this blood? You smash the ball as hard as you can. Yeah, and seeing how fast he could get it to go. Exactly, that was like my favorite part. It was one of those like test of strength things for kids where you knew you were a stronger kid if you could get that thing to like fly around super fast. You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. Okay, bye. This blood-stained card is my trump card for finding the truth? Okay, I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl, I'd seen her recently, but where? How? How dumb are they? You have teams of 3 versus 3 to get it going as fast as possible. Holy crap. That's when I made the connection. The really, the really pixelated locket. Apollo, how dumb. Yeah, exactly. Please stop. We wanted to smash balls at each other, played a game called King, if you remember correctly. Yeah, she is on the cover art as well. Yeah, I figured I didn't want to have a whole lot of dead space in the stream, so I was like, okay, cover art, I'm over here, and then we'll look at the judge. Why not? Bloody Ace. Bloody Ace sounds like some kind of like very advanced tennis move. Oh, we're back at the courtroom. Okay, I think I'm not ending stream. I think I'm gonna go on for at least another hour, but I'm gonna end this recording.